Imagine two cars moving at 60 kilometers per hour. One reaches home safely, the other crashes at a turn, same speed. So what went wrong? The answer lies in three powerful words: speed, velocity, and acceleration. By the end of this video, physics will finally make sense. Every movement around us, walking, running, driving, flying, comes under one chapter of physics called motion. First up, speed. Speed tells us how fast an object is moving. It does not care about direction. Only one question matters: how much distance is covered in how much time? The formula is simple: speed equals distance divided by time. So if you walk 100 meters in 50 seconds, your speed is 2 meters per second. Easy, right? Now here's an important point. Whether you walk forward, backward, left, or right, if the distance and time are the same, your speed remains the same. This is because speed is a scalar quantity. It has magnitude or a value, but no direction. Now let's move on to velocity. Velocity is smarter than speed. It tells us how fast an object is moving and in which direction. Its formula is velocity equals displacement divided by time. Displacement is just the straight line distance from your start point to your end point with a specific direction. They have different velocities. Here's a classic example to really nail this concept. Your total distance covered is 20 meters, so your speed is not zero, but your displacement, your final distance from the start, is zero, so your velocity is zero. This is a huge difference. Velocity is a vector quantity. It needs both magnitude and direction. Finally, let's talk about acceleration, the real power player. Most people think acceleration just means speeding up, but that's not the whole story. Acceleration means any change in velocity. The formula is acceleration equals the change in velocity divided by time. Let's look at some daily examples. When a car starts from rest at a green light and speeds up, it is accelerating. Its velocity is increasing. When you apply the brakes and the car's speed decreases, this is also acceleration, specifically called negative acceleration or deceleration. Its velocity is decreasing. But here's the part most students miss: even if an object's speed stays constant, if it changes direction, it is accelerating. Think of a car moving in a circle at a steady 30 kilometers per hour. Its speed isn't changing, but its direction is constantly changing, which means its velocity is constantly changing. Therefore, it is accelerating. The key takeaway is this: any change in speed, direction, or both means acceleration is present. So let's put it all together in a quick comparison. Speed measures how fast you cover a distance, and it doesn't care about direction, it's a scalar. Velocity measures how fast your position changes in a specific direction, it's a vector. And acceleration measures any change in that velocity, whether it's a change in speed, direction, or both, it's also a vector. Now, why does this all matter in the real world? Remember our car crash example from the beginning? Seatbelts save lives because they manage acceleration. They increase the time it takes for your body to slow down in a crash, which drastically reduces the force on you. Smooth braking prevents accidents because it involves a small controlled acceleration. Sharp turns, even at a constant speed, involve high acceleration and can cause a car to lose control and crash. Understanding this isn't just for exams. It's about understanding how the world around you works and how to stay safe. So to summarize one last time, speed tells us how fast, velocity tells us how fast and where, and acceleration tells us how that motion changes. If you understand this, you have truly conquered the heart of physics. If physics just became a whole lot easier for you, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe for more content that makes learning simple. Thanks for watching.